Good morning, mystics, or good evening, whenever you're watching this. I just love the term mystics, and I just use it to indicate somebody who's on a spiritual path. And the reason I use that word is because really the only way to awaken spiritually is by having mystical experiences, meaning nonverbal experiences beyond what we consider the verbal mind or the physical body. Of course, it all takes place here in the body, but the experience of the mystic is one of nonverbal interconnectedness. That's what we all aspire to as people who are looking to awaken spiritually. So, hello, mystics. And the inspiration for today from my inner voice to you is alone. I know a lot of times in spiritual circles we use that and we say all one, right? There's a big difference between alone and all one. In feeling, in emotion, anyway, I can sit here and I can feel alone. I can feel totally alone. Nobody sees me, nobody knows me, nobody acknowledges me. I'm afraid of rejection. That's a far cry from being all one. So what is the connecting thread? What is that journey from alone to all one? And it really all has to do with raising the energy. So alone is in the gut. It's like a second chakra experience. It's a lack of connection to others outside of ourselves. And that might be true some of the times. A lot of us actually experience that, and there's nothing wrong. There's nothing unspiritual about experiencing being alone and the sadness that comes from not having people who treat me like family, people who love me, people who respect me and support me and give me everything that I need in this world, in this life. We deserve a village. We deserve to have that, and it's broken down, especially in the Western culture. That system is broken down. So many of us feel alone. Now, taking that aloneness and making it into an experience of all one involves coming up to the heart. And I know that's vague, and how do you do that? I mean, most of us probably are aware we want to open our hearts, we want to feel that connection. The majority of the time we're doing that from a place of desperation because we feel alone. And the way to actually do it is to acknowledge being alone and experience the sadness of that. And slowly, by allowing the mystical experience to take place, you breathe into that sadness and aloneness, and maybe you even touch your heart like this. And I invite you to do that with me right now. You can breathe the energy up from the belly into the heart. Breathing the energy up. And we're not looking for an experience that you imagine you are supposed to have. That's the biggest mistake we ever make in seeking out spiritual awakening. We're looking often for an experience we think we're supposed to have. When it comes to aloneness and all one, then the experience we're often looking for is experience of being nurtured. When we feel alone, we're looking for, there's an experience of being nurtured and supported and loved as if from the most supportive mother and father that we're looking for. But that's not what we're looking for when we're looking for the experience of all one. It's a simple, nonverbal calm that's gonna happen. And don't imagine what that means. Allow it to unfold non-verbally from within you. Receive that experience rather than trying to create something that you imagine it's supposed to be. So I'm going to leave you with that. Take a moment to receive this inspiration. Continue to put your fingers on your heart. Breathe that energy up into your heart and receive a non-verbal experience of all one. The mystical experience has to be received from within, not self-induced from without. I hope that supports you on your path in some way. I'd love to know your experience. Feel free to comment or message me at any time. I love you. Take good care of yourself. You are not alone. We are all together in this journey. I will see you soon, I hope.